I just got back from Formula Drift Long Beach, and I want to give you all my thoughts on all of the changes, judging, drivers, predictions, and especially Long Beach 2, the new track, and what my actual thoughts are on all of it. Later, but I think you guys got us in there. All right, so I am back home now from Long Beach. I did plan on recording a vlog and didn't go quite as I thought. It was a very, very busy weekend. So yeah, we're going to kind of cut in between that, but I want to get into both kind of what it's like being there and also my thoughts on the different things as we kind of move through this story. So let's kick things. Welcome to Long Beach. It is currently Thursday. It's Thursday, which is not a super, super busy day, but it basically just means that we've got a couple of meetings, driver's meeting, spotter meeting, all that fun stuff. And then, yeah, they got the Queen Mary thing tonight. And thankfully, we just have a short walk to work, which I'm not mad about. So we're over here at the Hyatt Regency. And then the big aquarium is just up here. And track's not far away. So about a 10-minute walk each morning. And then we'll get to the underground and see how this day unfolds. All right, so for me, I fly in on, I think in this case, it was actually like Wednesday night, but Thursday is kind of the first day. Spend a bit of that time going and chatting with drivers. That's kind of the main thing that I do. We set up everything in the underground parking lot area, and that's essentially how things kick off. Okay, it's officially game day. It is Friday morning. I got here around a little after 6. Couldn't sleep all that well, but yesterday was just meetings, drivers meetings. I spent most of my day just chatting with drivers. Once I'd love to film that. It's kind of where I get a lot of my info. Now this morning we have official drivers meeting, first one. The meeting yesterday was kind of like a general meeting. This one's about the event. A couple things to note though. Reese is really sinking his teeth into judging. A lot of the rule changes that have come up were his initiatives. And the simplification of what he wants to do is he really wants to reward drivers for having a good lead and allowing a good chase to happen. So kind of have to keep that in mind, that they're almost going to penalize drivers that try and run away. Like that seems to be how it goes. Now, once we get into judging in the event, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, right now, this is a little underground area. It's where they do tech. It's where our staffing area is. And I'm spending the morning on my tablet, running through notes, running through rules, making sure it's all up here. So that gives you kind of a rundown of what the judging changes are. I really like it. Obviously, this is a huge leap forward in my mind. A lot of this is being championed by Reese, who last year kind of came in, was a little bit more, I wouldn't say quiet, but didn't really push what he wanted to see changed in the sport, took the year to observe, and then made all these changes now. So big fan of those changes, left foot braking being the main one, and the car settling, which we really didn't see a lot of in Long Beach, but either way, very, very important rule changes. After those meetings, biggest thing I could do is I watch a lot of practice. I mean, I try to watch every minute of practice. And yeah, that's so I spend a lot of my time doing. One of the absolute best parts about this place is like just seeing, you know, city skyline and then racetrack. It's so fucking cool. All right, the booth probably isn't set up yet. They'll be doing that right now, but I figured I'll take you guys up there and you can see kind of what we see for the time being. We're done with the drivers meeting. Everyone's just kind of going about doing all their stuff. I'll go check out that area. So one of the biggest things that I like to do is walk around the track and look at practice from different spots, especially because the broadcast isn't up yet, so I don't get all the camera angles. But ultimately, I do like to sit in the announcer's chair in the spot that I'm going to be at all weekend, get comfortable, get everything laid out, kind of set everything up. And yeah, it's a super, super cool perspective. All right, up here watching practice. James Dean just went. Everybody super impressed. Obviously, he's had some time in media day, but came out of the gate looking crazy. A couple other notes. Tommy Lemaire looking good. Yeah, good. I mean, it seemed like it was, I think it was his first run out, but it looked really good. Jack Shanahan looked as aggressive as ever. Same thing, first run out, already trying to aim for the walls. Not shocked by that, so try and provide a couple other updates as we go. My initial thoughts, I'm seeing it, see how this run is, see what it is. See if you can drop a comment. Let me know if you can figure out what cars those were. I'll give you a second. That was Ben Hobbs and Nodi Bakshi's. Ben looked pretty good. Transition from 1 to 2, a little bit hesitant. Judges are really looking for that flowy run this year, so he's gonna have to work on that. But yeah, Odie looking good, man. Damn, it's gonna be a good year. Might be hard to see, but this is basically where all the judges are, all lined up over here and up there, up and around. So they're taking a look. That TV shows them the entry point, and then they can see a lot of the rest of it from here. So not too bad so far. Practice, first part of practice pretty much done. Just had lunch, which was actually really nice at bento boxes. But yeah, now get a bit of a break. Drivers do their autograph signing. I'll pretty much get prepped for practice broadcast. And yeah, been working on an idea for a video to show everybody all the different rigs of FD and their pit spaces. So hopefully I do that. If not, I'll cut this part of the video out. But yeah, should be a good time. Getting ready. I've actually got the rule book pulled up on my tablet for at least the practice show to run through all that fun stuff. This is our views we get to see. Judges right there. Separate screens. You can, you know, here I'll show you. That's what we get to see. Connor Shanahan looking like an absolute animal. Okay, seating bracket down, first broadcast out of the way. Not gonna lie, pretty nervous for the practice show. First broadcast is always a tough one to get into, but everything went really well. Jared and I'm loving the dynamic we got this year, closest we've ever been, and feel like it's going super well, so yeah, pretty pumped. So seating bracket now over. Kind of nice to get that one out of the way. I've done other events this year, but this is the first big one. And yeah, just nice to get it done, kind of get through the motions and then get into the big show. But after that, food, big fan of the food. FD treats us really, really well when it comes to what we get to eat. All right, day 2, breakfast. It's funny, Brian, people are more interested in what food we eat over the drifting. We get more comments about, what do you guys have for breakfast? Like, they don't give a shit about the drifting, Reese. They're like, oh man, what kind of barbecue are you getting?
They must treat you so good, Chris.
Yeah, I know. So, meals aside, into Saturday. That means, you know, top 32, very busy day. But brackets set up for some absolutely nuts battles. All right, something that Andy has decided we're doing this year is anybody who's in line wearing one of the hats, they're going to be jumping up in the line. So, first one. All right, getting ready for top 32. I'm actually up here making notes about Daigo Saito. So 6 wins, 9 podiums in 26 events in FD USA, 2012 champ, and he got 3rd in Long Beach there. So running through some drift stats to do all that. Bracket, coffee, J-Rod spot, ready to go.
What's up?
Hey, thank you. Thanks for using it. Just wrapped up top 32. This is the most competitive top 32 we've ever seen. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, so now finally get a bit of a break after a bunch of one more times. Gonna go grab some food. It is packed here, like hard to move around packed. So looking forward to some lunch though. Yeah, after the top 32, I think my biggest giveaway is really Jack Shanahan. Going 2 one more times with 3 total battles with Ryan Turk is absolutely massive. It's a driver that's done so well there in the past that if you can keep up with him and put that kind of pressure on him, yeah, it's wild. I did get a full breakdown from Reese, the judge, to kind of go over what happened, why it went that way. He basically took it like sector by sector, lead and chase through all the runs, sent me off all these amazing notes. But I'm going to hang tight on that one, and I'm going to let him talk about it in his breakdown. If you're really into this stuff, please make sure to go take a look at that. His breakdowns of the runs will give you a ton of insight, especially from somebody who updated the rule book. I mean, yeah, he's going to give you the best yeah, so after top 32, we do get a bit of a break. We get lunch, and I do a bunch of different things. I try not to bug the drivers during the halftime break, mostly because they're busy talking with fans. I want to make sure they get their time. I walk around. If there are fans that have DM'd me, I'll sometimes chat with them or meet up with them somewhere. Planning on doing more of those. If you do want to be involved in one of those meet and greets, make sure to head over to the Outer Zone Discord channel. You can find it through the socials in Discord, or sorry, from the Outer Zone. Make sure to head there. We'll have different things set up for Discord members, which is awesome. Lots of cool benefits, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but we're going to set up meets through that. You can DM me on socials. I'll try and get back to you, but ultimately that's going to be your best spot. This year I did do something that was kind of interesting. I went out and did the track walk experience with a lot of fans. I wasn't supposed to. I just kind of tagged along, and it was a lot of fun. All right, I just stumbled upon the track walk, so I want to actually show you guys what this experience looks like. If you are coming to an FD round, you want to see what you get with the track walk. One, you get your own little guide, Asta Mata. I got to get the pronunciation right. Asta Mata. And Jonathan Hurst is here. I saw a few guys, Andy Haitley, but you actually get to go out on the track with the guide, with the driver, just super cool. You can see Mr. Andy leading the group there. It's a really cool experience. I mean, I've been down here, but not quite in this setting. But you can also see just how narrow this track is. All right, now we are on the other side of the track after my fun little track tour. Jonathan Hurst makes a good tour guide, so is Andy Haitley. Awesome, I did a great job as well. And yeah, this is the Ford Mustang experience. I don't think I'll go for a ride along. I actually really suck at ride alongs. I get sick really quick. But figured I'd cruise around. Lines are pretty good over here. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, dude, of course. Hang on, as long as I get one of you.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So yeah, after the track walk, back up to the booth, and I did know about Long Beach ahead of time, and I'm going to give you my total thoughts around that at the very end of this video, but we got to see the announcement. We got to see Larry Chen get his award as well, which I'm super grateful. He is somebody who offered me advice very early on, was very nice to me when I first started, and just generally a really, really cool guy. And I mean that very wholeheartedly. He's exactly how he appears on camera and in his videos. Very humble, willing to take his time to talk to you and talk about things, and just one of the hardest working people I've ever met. I'm about to kick things off. Opening ceremonies. Top 16 is looking sick. Had a kid hang out to wait to meet me, which was super weird, but really, really cool. So if you guys do need to find me at an event, you can hit me up on Instagram. There's a good chance I'm going to answer and get back to you. Or if I keep getting that, I'll set up some sort of meet or something like that. But yeah, super on you guys who want to spend some time.
For these two champions of the game, James the Machine Dean, Richard Cosmo, and joining out there, third place, Adam LB. We'll let them get out of their cars, and we'll announce the winner. Streets of Long Beach, and it'll end on the streets of Long Beach. A new layout for our final round, round 8, the Shoreline Showdown. LB2, but it starts here with LB1. Your winner, former champion, factory backed, unanimously, is Frederick Norwegian Hammer Oslo. Gets the lead of Rockstar Energy Drink. Canada Tire.
Okay, so to wrap things up, let's chat about the announcement of the Long Beach 2, the new track. I'm pumped. I really am. All of my thoughts and opinions I gave on the broadcast were really genuine. To kind of talk about some of the feedback people have about, it's a parking lot. Well, fun fact, the vast majority of the run in the Long Beach layout now is through a parking lot. So you can't sit there and say that's going to disrupt anything. If anything, it makes it harder on drivers because it's a different asphalt, different surface. You've got the lines across it. The things that I'm most excited about are that we get to dictate a lot more of what the flow is, what the track layout is, where the camera placement is, where the grandstands are. We, other than like a couple of things that you have to work around with that space, essentially FD gets to build something that they want to build in a way that they want to build it. I know a lot of people are talking about doing stadiums and things like that. That's great. The price is absolutely immense. But think about having all the freedom of building a track that you want to build while still having the street element, because we are still running part of the street in basically to the run up and initiation. I'm guessing the hot pits will be back there as well. So we still get that street feel. We get the backdrop now of the ocean, which means those photos are going to be nuts. And then if you looked at the initial layout, that is pretty much what they're going to run with. They might make some adjustments, but we're talking about like a big swooping corner. So similar to what you're going to see in like an Orlando with like one big turn. It's almost all outer zones based on the current layout, which is awesome. Inside clips and stuff make for a lot of weird contact and drivers being pinched off, which is not something that they want. We talked about that a lot in the broadcast. We get a crazy radius on one of the turns where it kind of double backs on itself. So you have to hold that. We have walls in it. We get to make sure that we have really, really good seating with it. So it's kind of a mix of a lot of different tracks. We get the street layout from the original Long Beach. We get a really fast entry like people like to see from Atlanta and from Utah. We get a big sweeping corner similar to what we get in New Jersey. We get different track surfaces similar to New Jersey as well. We get a tight technical section, which is close to St. Louis. It kind of has a mix of pretty much everything. Even Seattle, where, you know, we get that doubling back on yourself as you come through the power section. I can't remember what we call it now, but either way, it's got elements of pretty much everything. So you might look at it as like, oh, it's pretty simple with a couple of turns. It is, but it's not. It will make for a really, really good tandem. It's going to make for some controversy because of how tight things get. It will have sections that high power cars and heavy weighted cars are going to do well in, and spots where lower weighted and lower powered cars with smaller tires are going to do well in. So that's what I'm the most excited about. So yes, my thoughts on Long Beach, everything went really, really well. Loved it. Very cool opening to my season. And I'm pumped. To caveat, not to caveat, but to give you guys some information, I've already gotten the rundown on some of the rule changes coming out of Drift Masters now. I'll make a video about that as soon as I can. If you like this type of video, please let me know. It's a little bit different, but it's something that allows me to both film stuff at the event, but focus on my job. I don't want to take away from what I get to do there. I'm just trying to find a different way. And I haven't seen a lot of people, especially in our space, mix these two things together. So let me know down in the comments, drop a like, please make sure to follow on all the socials. We'll drop that there. And yeah, catch everybody next week.